Right, I'm now going to try the gold test with the high frequency coil on the dais. Got it programmed to 80 kilohertz. I got the piece of gold in the bag down there. Got to remember a lot of machines are struggling to find this gold even when they're touching the bag. If I put the coil over, you can see we're getting a good diggable signal there, two-way signal. So I'd actually be digging that object. I'll now just put it in the ground. All buried in the ground here. If you look down on the ground, you see we're getting good response from that. That's a nice diggable signal, two-way signal, and we're probably about an inch, 2 inches above it. If we actually uncover it now, you'll see that it's actually a reasonable depth in there. Somewhere down here. There it is, right in the bottom. So we'll just pull it out. There we go. And there's a piece of gold in there. So that just goes to show you it will pull out gold when it's actually buried in the soil. And even though the soil's loose, most of the time most detectors are detecting in ploughed soil anyway. So for people to say that it needs to be in compacted soil because they say you get leaching, you're not going to get any leaching from gold because gold's fairly stable. You may get it from copper, lead, and then various other objects, iron, but not with gold. So if you put gold in the ground, it's fairly inert. It's not going to have a halo effect around it. It's going to be just where it is in the soil. So you need a machine which will actually detect it. And on the ground, if we put it on the ground like this is an air test, we can get to about, on this particular program, 7-8 inches. But you know, I think it's more important to know that it will find it in the ground about 4 inches, and we're about an inch above, so that's 5 inches. And the ground has got a bit of mineralisation in it, but you can certainly dig that. Thank you. Right, you've got nothing at all, and you're using the Eurotech Pro.
Yeah, on the surface.
On your surface.
Bit of discrimination. It's basically lead, really.
And you've never met me before in your life, have you?
Only on the internet.
There you go. So it's not rigged. Yeah. So this ain't rigged. Right. Okay. You aren't picking it at all.
What about you, John?
Gonna try your machine. You can switch yours off again, because a lot of criticism I said, people said there was too many machines around.
We don't affect one another.
No, I know, but people can accept the fact that certain machines can't pick up gold on the surface.
No
so.
problem at all with that.
No.
I wouldn't mind trying my Garrett though.
No. So what machine are you using?
Explorer 2.
Explorer 2. Here we go. Here's a Minelab baby.
Well, no,
Nothing.
Maybe I'll keep it then.
What about when you're touching it? Hang on.
Try that.
Get as close as possible on it.
Yeah, I pick it at
just so basically it's has to be on the surface. Inch and a half.
Yeah, 2 inches at the most. Let me touch it. Yeah.
But you're scuffing it, aren't you? So basically, so if that was in the ground, what would
I'm
you?
picking it up now. I'm getting a 47.
Yeah. All right then. Right. So we'll put it in the ground.
It might actually make a difference.
Well,
sometimes it's better in the ground.
All right then. Let's.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
Let's put that clod there. Right. Go on then. That's about 6 inches, I expect. That's probably going to be way out of depth.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing. Gosh. I had a tiny little flicker. Sometimes you can try it from a different angle. Is that on? Yeah, it doesn't affect it, does it? Yeah, these two machines work really well together.
Yeah.
No, not really. Oh,
No.
That's right, yeah.
What machine is this one? No, this is a CTX.
You're not putting that up in the thing, are you?
Oh, no?
Nah.
Well. Getting it?
I'm picking it up, it's silver paper, it shows like.
What sort of height can you pick it up at? So, come on then. What height are you getting it? Yours is a Minelab. What's yours, the E-Track? Come on then. SC. So we just...
You wouldn't dig that, would you?
No.
A scratch, right?
Yeah. Here, here's Jethro with his 300-pound golden mass. He's going to set it up here. He'll fly straight onto it. I buried it a couple of inches, but it is actually still finding it, where most machines, they can only pick it up by actually touching it.
Yeah.
They're literally touching the coil.
And even slightly raised, even.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a few inches,
Yeah.
which, yeah, I think that machine,
Quite pleasing, really.
there you go, that machine passes the
gold test.
the gold test, doesn't it?
You'll be buying one now, won't you?
Well, you never know. And here's the E-Track, not a signal on this gold, it's quiet as anything. So we're going to try a few more tests today on it, just to see which machines can pick up a bit of 24 karat gold in the ground. Here's Sid. And what machine are you using?
Vista Gold. Deep Tech Vista Gold.
Alright, Vista Gold.
And what's that?
There's a piece of gold in that thing, which I've done loads of tests. There's loads of videos up on YouTube. Most machines fail miserably. Go on, see if you can get it.
That's $4. What's that, 12 inches?
Yeah, are you getting anything on the screen?
Around the screen, it's just a
Oh,
machine.
right.
Well, I've discriminated lots of foil. Get rid of the hot wraps. That's good, man.
Yeah, that is. And that's a Bulgarian machine, is it?
I think they are, aren't they? It might be Bulgarian. It's on Deep Tech Vista Gold.
Yeah.
Banging signal.
Bang in, that's cracking, yeah.
Try that CTX over.
Yeah. We're going to do the gold test on this piece of gold. Jethro did quite well with his machine. Let's say the Minelab certainly don't like it. If we put it down on the ground, we find an area where there isn't anything much. Put the gold down. This is the White's GMT Gold Master. Runs at 48 kilohertz. You can see that is actually quite a depth, a lot better than any of the other machines so far. I expect the gold bug would do just as well, but that is definitely a dig signal on my screen. So if you consider how small that fragment is, I know this is only an air test I'm doing at the moment, but you can see that's quite impressive. So, there we go. And here we go, we've just buried the object in the ground, the gold. We're getting about 56 on the screen. And as you can see, as we go quicker, you can see that's definitely a really good signal, considering it's buried, where there's not many other machines that will touch it. So if you've got a field where you've got some interesting objects, this may be a machine to invest in, because it does have discrimination, where I don't think the gold bug does have discrimination. So so in English soils or in English UK conditions, then it's probably quite a good machine. And I've been digging up lots of bits of bronze and small bits of lead at the moment, so it's reacting all right, and it's knocking out the iron. But that's, I think you say you dig that, and I'm a couple of inches above it, and that's probably, that's got to be a good 5 inches, 6 inches maybe, if you count the soil depth. So there you go.